Good morning, everybody. Got your coffee? I got mine. So listen, you know what woke me up this morning? Over there at Fort Jackson, they're blowing up stuff in celebration of the holiday. I don't understand why it has to be at 6:30 in the morning though. But it's some kind of holiday celebration at 6:30 in the morning? I mean, okay, but it just seems a bit disrespectful. Most people aren't up at 6:30 in the morning. Anyway, listen. Y'all hear about that lady? I think it's in Florida. They got arrested for threatening her insurance company. I guess they denied her claim, and she told them, delay, deny, depose. You people are next. And so they arrested her. And they set her bond for someone who's never been arrested or charged with a felony. In my opinion, they set her bond pretty high. They said it was somewhere in the neighborhood of $50,000 to $100,000, something like that. Obviously they're making an example of this woman, because you don't go after the people at the top, and you don't threaten the people up at top. I mean, don't get me wrong, she definitely should have known better, but that bail is set pretty high for a first-time offender, and she really didn't even do anything. She just threatened, and it could be perceived as a threat, I guess it just depends on who you are, which side you're on. But yeah, it was a threat. That's why she said it. But we do have to watch our words, and we do have to watch ourselves, because it is, the climate is frigid. Listen, that's not what I want to talk about though. But definitely leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think. What I want to talk about is, it's not 2016. Next month, a couple weeks from now, Donald Trump is going to be sworn in as the President of the United States of America. And I have done videos where I have warned, Black people about keeping your head on a swivel, because the climate has, in fact, changed. And half this nation wants to take us back. I suspect more than half. Half just voted for him. But I suspect that a lot of people that we think are on this side of that, while they voted in their best interest as well, I don't think a lot of them will really mind it either, if you know what I mean. Be very mindful, because the things that I am hearing from friends and acquaintances and community members are so disturbing. These people are becoming so emboldened. And that means that you have to grow in both consciousness and awareness. You do. Don't think that because some white folks will smile up in your face, exchange pleasantries with you, work with you, that they are not people who can harm you. Just be mindful. I myself, I did a video letting people know that I have experienced a racial encounter. And I seldom go anywhere. But it happened to me. It can happen anytime, anywhere. Black women and children especially, we need to be very careful. Black women, if you, like myself, if you carry a firearm, a couple of things to remember there. Unless there is a threat against your life, your actual life, you can't pull that firearm. You can't pull that firearm. You have to meet force with force. If somebody slaps you, slap them back. Somebody punches you, punch them back. Beat their ass. And normally, in those situations, you should be able to pull out a firearm and give them a good one. But the same rules don't apply to us. Castle doctrine laws, stand your ground laws vary from state to state. And when it's one of us against one of them, the story that they are more inclined to believe is the white one. And so before you pull that firearm, make sure that you are ready to defend yourself, not just in that moment, but everything that's going to be thrown at you afterwards, because you will have to defend yourself if you got to pull that trigger against one of them. It's different for them. There is a justice system, and then there is a just us system. Same rules don't apply. And now that the courts have been stacked with conservative judges, and all of these people who voted for Trump brought their racism and biases and prejudices, they're on full display, and they are at their jobs. That means police officers, investigators, district attorneys, judges, court-appointed attorneys. It's not just that moment, it's everything that comes after. If you have teenage daughters that are walking back and forth to school alone, even your teenage sons, this Christmas, give them one of those little birdie whistles. It's a very loud personal alarm that signals for help. Depending on your child, I would say get mace. That is, if you can trust your child not to get into an altercation at school and mace another kid. Not to mention they can get kicked out for that. But if it's the weekend after school, racists like what they perceive to be easy targets. And what they perceive to be easy targets are women and children. And so we have to be even more mindful. Listen, come January, they are going to go ahead with mass deportation. That is the plan that they have in mind for brown people. But black people, the plan that they have in mind for us always has been free labor. These big super prisons that they are building in the southern states, that's their plan for us. You break down affirmative action, you break down DEI, you cut off access, because that's what that is. People get desperate. They make decisions based on their desperation. And those decisions could end us up in prison, having to defend ourselves against one of them, could end us up in prison. Those prisons are for us. And everyone says, well, if they do away with all Latinos and send them back, who's going to do the job nobody wants? We are. Black people. Prisoners. Free labor. We are, baby. Watch yourselves. Be careful. If you can walk away, walk away. With that said, I want to thank Melissa, Gilda, and Vincent for sending me some love. If you'd like to donate to my platform, I'll leave my Cash App and my Venmo in the comments.